Hi, I'm Anthony Kort reporting to you today for themediaspeaks.com in this 9/7 edition of the Kort Report. Today, I took to the streets with some protesters for an Impeach Obama Overpass protest in Shaw Avenue in Fresno, California. And then afterwards, we migrated to a No War with Syria protest down the street. Got quite a few interviews, some with Iraq war veterans, some with Democrats, some with Republicans, some with Libertarians, some with every party that you can think of. We're all out there today. We're going to get into a few of those clips, words from the people on the street, and much more coming up. Before all that, though, do me a favor, hit subscribe below and like and share this video. Would really help out our alternative media outlet. So here we go. All right, I'm almost to the Impeach Obama Overpass protest here in Fresno. Hopefully get some good coverage. Afterwards, we got the No War with Syria march. See what the turnout's like for that compared to last week. You know, personally, I'm sick of all the lies that we've been getting. The lies about WMDs we got in Iraq. They're now using for Syria. So I think people need to wake up, you know. Very important. I'm getting honks with my sign and I'm not even holding it up. Did you hear that? Kind of interesting. It's the power of freedom, baby. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Not the biggest turnout, but we getting honks just like that, like you see. Good response from people on the highway. I drove by myself before. Saw the signs posted. They're pretty good. Hopefully people come out here before it's too late. Prevent a war. That's what it's all about. The Obama toilet paper. Alright, we got this flag. Let's see. Let's see. There's no flag large enough to cover the shame of killing innocent people.
That's a Howard Zinn statement.
Yeah.
I brought this for the war protest on Blackstone and Shaw to support no military intervention in Syria. When I was 20 years old, I deployed to Iraq. I was dodging mortars and bullets before I was even able to drink.
Here at the Impeach Obama Overpass protest. Hey guys, We Are Change here. What's up, guys? How you doing? Good fellas? See that sign you got? All right. Got my ladies. We the people have had enough. It's great.
I'm fed up.
Are you fed up?
I'm fed up. Are you fed up?
Yeah, I'm fed up.
I'm fed up too.
Yeah. Shouldn't there be a lot more people standing on this overpass?
There should be, you know, and I guess someday they'll say, oh shit, we really screwed up.
You know, I sort of feel like until they start launching bombs that people won't really come out here. Isn't that unfortunate?
It is unfortunate. I would like to prevent that from happening.
That's
altogether.
What. Got a good turnout here. I'd say I dare say more than last week. Lots of veterans. The No War with Syria march, Fresno.
Good for you, lady.
Came a little late. It was at the Impeach Obama protest. We've all migrated this way. Solidarity with people of Syria. So you see we got these people honking out here. It's a good sign. Good turnout. Thanks for coming.
Wow.
Got military veterans here. You said you were a veteran, sir?
I am, of the Army. 4 years.
And you're against the war on Syria? Can you talk about that for me?
I am against the war on Syria.
And why is that?
Well, I was 20 years old when I went to Iraq for the first time, and the only time. And I found out very quickly that just because I was not old enough to drink did not mean that I was old enough to catch a rocket or a bullet. And so I'm here today standing with everyone out in this corner for solidarity and no military intervention in Syria, so no one else's mother will have to go for a year, 15, 18 months with their 20-year-old son in another country or on an aircraft carrier on the outside of that country. Our money, we cannot afford this war. We just closed 45 schools in Chicago, and here we are able to fund a war, but we can't educate people. I think our priorities in America are very off, and that together, if enough people come together in different cities around the world and states, our voices will be heard, and we will do one of two things. We will either have no military intervention in Syria, or we will prove that the U.S. government no longer represents the American people.
Is there any message you'd like to give to people that think that Assad used chemical weapons and that our government isn't lying, and that that people that are stuck maybe thinking that this is a just war?
I can actually. I have something to say about that.
Yeah.
Some missionaries just returned back from Syria, and they were bouncing around from village to village on their way out of Syria, and every time they would come to a new village that the rebels had been in, the story was the same. We want the Assadi government in control. And their main reason for this wasn't because the Assadi government's peaceful, but it's because the Assadi government is religiously secular. And so they don't care if you're a Muslim or a Christian or a Catholic or a Jew. They understand the freedom of religion. But these rebels that our government is funding and saying is fighting against the chemical warfare, every time that the rebels would show up to these villages, they would burn the Christian churches, they would rape the women, and they would murder the religious people that weren't Muslim radicals.
But how come we don't hear that in the mainstream media, sir? I think you're misinformed. They don't actually show us what's really happening. So how do we know what to do?
Well, Frank Zappa said that the mainstream media was basically just the entertainment system for the government, and they are only going to print the propagated lies that the chief of staffs want them to print. They're only going to put out what the press secretaries from the White House want them to put out.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing your words with me, sir. Would you like to say your name for the camera?
My name is Brian Sumner, and you can also check out more of my work on the YouTube channel Free Fresno. That's all one word, capital F, and then all of Fresno is capitalized.
Great. Great. Well, thanks for coming out here, and thanks for sharing your thoughts with me.
Thanks for having me.
And with our audience. Thanks.
So McCain needs to be drug tested, and he has a bad gambling habit, huh? He can't pay attention to his congressional hearings, huh? Yeah.
Less about human lives. They're sending our kids to war.
Yeah, that's the mentality our congressmen have.
They're evil. He was playing video games or something on his iPad. He's playing poker.
Yeah.
Video poker.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it shows how much he cares about it. American people.
So for people that aren't as informed as you guys out there, that really think we need this war and that this is the solution, do you have any words for them right now? Do you have any? Wake up! This guy says wake up! Did you hear that? He says wake up! That's pretty simple.
Go back to hell where you came from.
Don't support terrorism.
Don't support terrorism.
Our government runs Al Qaeda.
No
Right.
kidding. Al-CIA does.
Al-CIA. Wow.
We need to break the Democrat-Republican two-party system. We need
party.
Yeah, we need to we need to get the majority together.
I had a
the real majority.
yeah, it's the real party.
The real.
Second coming of the Roman Empire.
Not a globalist party, right?
No.
Great.
They're fascist criminals. What they are.
Advocate for war. What if they?
Our
They're never
government
the ones
runs
to
Al
sign
Qaeda.
up. It doesn't seem like they.
They're not sending their kids, you're saying, right?
Generally not. Yeah. Not unless- yeah.
So are you asking? So if Obama and McCain are going to war, you're going to ask them to send their kids first, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Why not?
If they're not willing to send their kids, then it's not a just war.
Right.
Yeah.
Why not do
We
it?
should
You hear that? That's just so Al Qaeda, these guys, to say that. I mean, come on. Wow.
be domestic terrorists.
We must be domestic terrorists, folks, saying all that.
Yeah.
Oh. Returning veterans, they said.
Gun owners.
Gun owners. Pro-constitutionalists.
Libertarians.
You see it.
Got people joining us. How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Welcome back. Good to see you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
My other camera ran out. That's why I'm using this.
I seen your video, man. I was in
Oh,
it.
you? Yeah.
Yes, I was. Glad to be part of the cause.
Great. So you have any words to say to the president?
Just that I would like to let him know I'm very unhappy with his decision and the direction he's taking our country in, as well as our military. Stop spending money in the wrong direction and start feeding the poor and putting it towards good causes and supporting our country for good reasons.
Great. And what's your name, sir?
My name is Jared Condor. I live in Fresno, California, born and raised, and I'm standing up for what I believe in.
Great. Thank you, sir. Thanks for sharing your words for me.
You got it, brother.
And look, I'm pretty much a libertarian. He's a Democrat. We can stand next to each other. We can stand against the war together. That's what they don't want, people. They don't want us uniting against the wars that the military-industrial complex puts together so they can all make money and cause innocent deaths, millions of lives. It's time for this stuff to end, okay? We got to stand together. That's why we're here. Look at all this.
You want to say a few words? Or?
Aggressive diplomacy is what we need. We need aggressive diplomacy in Syria. We can't afford to be wasting any more resources.
Right.
Focus on bringing our troops home and taking care of our troops and getting them jobs. Jobs is what we need.
Right.
Not more. Not more war. No.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing that with me. What's your name, sir?
John Hernandez. I'm the Democratic nominee from 2012 for District 21, and I am running for Congress in 2014.
Call Congress and tell them no more war. They represent you.
Starting to wrap it up here. Had a pretty good event-filled day. Met a lot of new people, like-minded people. Just the beginning. Trying to restart the anti-war movement. Tell Obama and Congress we're not going to stand for this war, all right? I'm Anthony Kort, signing out for the MediaSpeaks.com. I'll be out here reporting on this regularly. And as I always say, spread the truth, spread the no. And thank you for following me.
Please call your congressman and tell them not to support another war with Syria.